Hi friends, I am Sujoy and today I will tell you 20 cool features of this calculator. So feature number 1, fractional calculations. We will use fraction button. 4 by 5 plus 2 by 3 is equals to 22 by 15. You can also use improper fractions using shift and fraction. 2 like this. You can also use it in linear operation, that is number 2. 4 is 22 by 15. Second feature is expression calculations. Suppose I want to find out the value of this expression. I can enter the whole expression at one go. Root using math.io 1. Root like this. Third feature is sin cos tan calculations. For that we can use sin cos tan buttons. So what's the value of sin 30? Let's check out. Sin 30 is half or 0.5. Then sin inverse 0.5 must be 30. Let's check that out using shift and sin. We can even enter sin inverse. 0.5 is 30. It checked. Fourth feature is percentage calculation. Suppose I want to know what is the 75% of 200. It must be 150. Check that out. 200 into 75 using shift and left parenthesis for percentage is 150. We want to know that what percent of 40 is of 200. 40 divided by 200 using shift and percentage is 20%. Fifth feature is sexagesimal or hour, minute, second calculation. I will show you using this comma button. 2 hours, 20 minutes, 30 seconds plus 0 hours, 39 minutes, 30 seconds is 3 hours, 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Sixth feature is solve and calc feature. For that I will use alpha and I can enter A, the B above, C, D, E, F, X and Y as variables. Y you can use these features for many other calculations. I am just showing one example. B, X. If I press the calc button simply, it will find out the value of Y for given values of A, B and X. So if A is 2, X is 4, B is 3, then Y equals to 44. And if I press shift and calc, that is solve feature, it will find out the value of X for given values of Y, A and B. So if Y is 44, A is 2, B is 3, then X would be 4 and the difference of left and right side would be 0. Seventh feature, one cool feature is it can generate random numbers. For that we will use 1000 into shift and this dot button. So every time I press equals to, it will generate a new random number. Eighth feature is numerical integration feature. Using this integration button. Suppose I want to find out the value of this integration. X plus 1 divided by X, lower limit 1.2, upper limit 1.6 would be 0.84. Ninth feature is differentiation. Using this button, shift and integral, using the same expression, that is x plus 1 divided by x if x is 5. Suppose it's an example of differentiation calculation. I can access the last value at any time using the up button. Up calculations, previous calculations, all are stored in calculator. Tenth feature is factorial calculation. Suppose I want to find out the factorial of 6. I would use shift and this x inverse. It's 720. I can also find it, that out using this feature. 4 plus 2 factorial of is 720. 11th feature is unit conversion. This calculator can perform conversion between units like kilometers to meters, centigrade to Fahrenheit, like this. For that, shift and 8, and I will use the 38th number conversion, that is centigrade to Fahrenheit. 22 degrees centigrade is equals to, it's in fraction, I want to know the decimal value, so for shift and equals to, that is 71.6 degree Fahrenheit. 12th feature is scientific constant. This calculator stores many scientific constants like pi, Planck constant, and many other constants. I will use that using shift and 7. I will use 6th number, that is Planck constant. It is 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34. Many constants are stored in this calculator. You can find that whole chart at the back side of the calculator. 13th feature is root calculations. I want to find out the square root of 2 using root button, and 2 is shift and equals to 1.414. We know the cube of 2 is 8, then cube root of 8 must be 2. Let's check that out. Using shift and root, it would be cube root of 8 equals to 2. Fourteenth feature is permutation and combination. Suppose we want to know how many combinations of 4 peoples can be done in a group of 10 peoples. So the problem is 10, shift and this cross button, NPR, permutation. Shift 10P4 is 5040 permutations. What about the combination? Delete, shift and divide, NCR button. So 210 combinations can be done. 15th feature. I can store the value of any problem in the variables A, B, C, D, E, F using shift RCL, the variable name, suppose A equals to. If I delete, I can access this, and even if I switch off the calculator, the value will be stored in the calculator. 16th feature is multi-calculations using alpha and integral. So if I press equals to, it will show the first part of the problem and first answer, and if I press equals to again, it will show the second part. 17th feature is display brightness using shift and setup. 6th option, contrast. If I press this, the display contrast would be dark, and if I press this, the display would be lighter. Nice. 18th feature is printing any name, like I do this when I'm bored. 19th feature is polar to rectangular conversion using shift and this plus, that is pol. So if I enter √2, shift and right parenthesis for comma, and √2 2 comma root 2. If I press equals, then it's converted in rectangular units, and 20th feature is rectangular to polar conversion using shift and minus rectangular. So if I put in shift comma 45 degrees equals to is x is 1.414, that is root 2, and y is also 1.414, that is root 2, the previous question. So friends, this was it, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and vote me. That would encourage me to make more videos about this calculator, and more features are coming soon in next tutorials. I was using the comp feature in this calculator in this tutorial, and next tutorial I will use complex, statistical, Bayesian, equation, matrix, table and vector features of this calculator. And if you want to access the settings, then you can use it, access it by shift and setup like this. So friend, this was it. Thanks for watching. Stay connected.